Perfect timing. Welcome to the FolkOclock Show. FolkOclock Show number 60. I'm grinning because I've got some great friends in here. Good evening, everybody. I never know what to say, so I just keep... But I know when I've said enough, because Lynne tells me, you see. Now I'm telling you who's with me. I hope you're all well. We've got loads of people in the house already. My cousin Val's with us. Hi, Val. How you doing? Anne Isles is with us. Bob Tidbury, of course. Bob, I expect you down the front chatting my mum up, which is okay, only on the FolkOclock Show. And hopefully Sally Brooks with you as well down at the front. Do you make your way, clear some space, because we're expecting a good turnout tonight. Doris is in the house.
Oh, really?
Doris! Doris, I thought you were off gallivanting around the UK to music festivals. Doris, I love seeing your pictures. I hope you're having a fantastic time. Jutta's with us as well. Jutta's probably still in Germany, I would imagine. Yeah. Excellent. Anna Bass is with us all the way from Great Bardfield. My mum's online. Hi, Mum. How you doing? John Ive, of course, because he's in the green room. Woo! John's with us. In fact, let me just. What do they call it? Housekeeping, don't they? If you need the toilet, go out the room, find the toilet, help yourself. Drinks are free all night. You just got to find out where they are and drink as much as you like. We got 10 acts. Number 64 shows. I do wonder whether we've had enough, but
yeah. We've had enough.
That's the wrong answer.
Let's pack it in.
That's the wrong. Have we got microphones on? We've got all the microphones on. You might be getting a little. John, what's that term where the microphones are on and you can hear it between them? There's a word, isn't there? Phasing.
Echo.
Is it phasing?
Phasing and echo.
Right. Good evening, Jane.
Hey, Jane.
We got Jane and Lottie in the green room as well. We love Lottie. We love you too, Jane. Okay, we got 10 acts this evening. It's the same every time, but I always say it. We've got 2/3 live in the studio. Woo! They're good this month. They're good.
Yeah.
No priming necessary. We got 1 live act via Zoom all the way from Great Bardfield. We know who it is, the fabulous Bass and Taylor. I'm trying to think, am I going to get into trouble if I say they're my favourite duet?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think they are.
How can you say such a thing?
Who else is a duet?
Yeah.
Stuart.
Oh shit, sorry. No.
Crikey.
You're one of my favourite duets. Right.
Did you just say the shit word before 9 o'clock?
It's not even 8 o'clock, right. We've got 2, and I have to say it, fabulous recordings from IveTech Media, from our good friend John Ive, and we've got 5 recordings, me wandering around the folk clubs recording people.
Farewell, my darling, farewell.
me boys, it's a bloody long way. O'Reilly has gone away. Farewell, my sweetheart, farewell, my hero. O'Reilly, O'Reilly, oh. Farewell, my darling, farewell, my hero. O'Reilly has gone away. Farewell, my sweetheart, farewell, my hero. O'Reilly, O'Reilly, oh. Farewell, my darling, farewell, my hero. O'Reilly has gone away. O'Reilly has gone away. Yay! Geoff Brown on the banjo, Bold Riley. Please, can somebody say, can you hear me in the world of the internet? Yep, sound. Joe, you have to repeat everything he just said. Who said? Could you not hear Bold Riley?
No, it says Joe will have to repeat everything he just said, though.
I don't know why you couldn't hear me. Yep, sound is back
on.
Yeah, I've no idea what's going on there, guys. I just said nice stuff about Lynne, Stuart and Mike.
No, he didn't.
And John. I was probably waffling. I can hear the music, so some people can hear and some people can't. That doesn't make sense. If someone can hear, then my broadcast is working. So, I don't know.
I sometimes find on my iPad it doesn't.
Let me say, Jean Orford. Good evening, Jean and John. Nice that you're joining us again. Stephen Orford. Good evening, Stephen. Always a pleasure. Right. Before we go to the world famous music quiz. Woo! I was on my own then. Before we go to the free of charge FolkOclock quiz over at IveTech Media, we're going to listen to now. Can you definitely hear me? I can hear the music. Anne can hear. Dancing Girl's out there. I think Dancing Girl's been poorly. I hope you're all right. Big hug. Yeah, she can't come to Boar's Bridge.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
she commented. I read the comments even if you don't.
No.
Okay. So the next act this evening, act number 2, I went to record as a favour for Tom Evans. I recorded New Roots 2023, which is an event for young musicians, young folk musicians, to all come and do their bit, and then all the recordings get sent to folk clubs so that they can book them, which I think is a fantastic thing to do. So Tom Evans couldn't make it, and he said, will you go out on a Sunday for the whole day and spend about 3 weeks editing videos? Yeah, sure, Tom, I'll do that. Anyway, I didn't really want to do it, but I did it, and I was really pleased that I did. The next act are 2 sisters called Ellis and Juliet Beadle. Now, you never know what to expect at these events. You sort of think, oh, this would be interesting. One had a violin, one had a flute. I thought, oh, okay, right. I was super impressed. Super impressed. See what you think. I think you'll like it. It made me smile. I thought, that's fantastic. Lynne's playing with her phone. She's lost interest.
I was going to see if this is working, that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, the Beadle sisters, and they're playing a traditional tune called Mr. Beveridge's Maggot. What the hell is that all about?
Oh dear.
You think
Mr. Beveridge's Maggot.
Yeah. But I'm thinking, I'm trying not to think. Anyway, I think this is brilliant, and I don't know what you'll think out there, but let's have some comments. Let's find out. Do you like it? Do you not? I thought it was ace. Alice and Juliet Beadle. Hey. Alice and Juliet Beadle. Mr. Beveridge's Maggot. Now, we were just saying while it was playing that if you were at one of those, like at Bewley Abbey, at one of these medieval banquets or something, and the girls were doing their thing in the corner, fabulous. I just thought, I wasn't expecting it at all. Andy Lavery, I completely agree, fantastic. Refreshingly different, especially for young performers. Yeah, wow, super talented, I agree, Anne. Wow, Sally Brooke, Alison Humphreys, 4 thumbs up. We'll take that as a winner. We'll take that as a hit. Right, Lynne, the lovely, we need all the L's. Start thinking about the L's, boys, because we're going to come back. Before we hear from Lynne, we're going to have the questions for tonight's world famous.
Hooray!
God, delayed reaction there.
It's hard work.
Music, it is hard. It is hard work. Music. Actually, I need to bring the vodka out. That'll get them going. World famous music quiz for my good friend, the fabulous Mr. John Ive. Come in, John. Come in, John.
And in fact, I introduced Jane and Lottie, who are here to supervise what we're doing tonight and make sure it's all above board and done properly. So the rules. The rules are, as always, 3 questions, 3 options per question. Put your 3 answers into a single comment box if you can. And I'll be looking at those answers to see who's got all the questions right. If more than one person gets them right, then Lottie has the job of sorting out who is going to be tonight's winner. She looks a bit terrified at the thought, but I'm sure she'll do fine. And as Joe always says, or is it Sam or is it Lynne, she'll be using the science to make sure it's done all properly. And the prize, of course, is a bottle of Prosecco. Let's get into it then with question number 1. This Is Your Land. Is it the title from a song by Phil Ochs, Pete Seeger, or Woody Guthrie? This Is Your Land is the title from a song by either Phil Ochs, Pete Seeger, or Woody Guthrie. Perhaps you, Jane, would like to have a go at the second question.
Okay. So the second question is, these 2 were once an item, and I think that means that they were romantically involved. So Joan Baez and, was it Paul Simon, Bob Dylan, or Arlo Guthrie? So these 2 were once an item: Joan Baez, Paul Simon, Bob Dylan, or Arlo Guthrie.
I hope you're all finding this really easy and giving me lots of answers in the comments box, so I have to work hard to find out who's going to be the winner. Then on to the last question, Mr. Bojangles. Is that a song by Jerry Jeff Walker, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, or Sammy Davis Jr.? Mr. Bojangles, very popular song. Is it by Jerry Jeff Walker, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and Sammy Davis Jr.? We're looking for the author of that song. So, those are your 3 questions for tonight. As I said, I hope you found them easy. I hope you're going to make me work hard by looking at lots of answers in the comments box. It's back to you, Joe.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Sorry about the audio. My fault again. It's not good, is it? I'm definitely not going to be having a drink tonight, which is clearly a lie.
Well, we can't fire you.
No, thank you. John, you'd have done that by now if he could. Thank you, John and Jane, and of course Lottie, for tonight's music quiz questions. Sally Brooks says easy peasy. No, Sally, what you got to do is put the answers in. Who else is with us? Hilary, the lovely Hilary's with us. Thank you, Hilary. And also Paddy Johnson's with us. Great to see everybody. Pete Rose, I love it. I wish I could just watch. Right, I've got a fly in here. Go away, shoot. Okay. We can hear her chuckling in the background, like Mr. Magoo. We are going to hear from the lovely, help me out, boys, luscious, light-hearted, lust. Can I say lusty?
No.
No, that's not right. No. Yeah, can.
Well,
yeah.
I like being a bit lusty.
Lusty, yeah. Likeable, lovable.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Let's have some love for Lynne Reynolds.
Okay, so I was just saying that I'm really disappointed to see that our hunk of Scottish sexiness is not with us tonight, because having been asked to come on the show, I thought, what shall I do? Oh, let's do a song I've never done except with him. And this is actually one of his songs. So I hope that Jim gets to see this in case I never play it again. And it's called Homecoming. So this is by the lovely Jim McLean. I brush the rain from off my face. It's falling down like tears to wash away the years that I've been in this place. And it cleanses me. After all that's said and done, got a ticket for that plane. I won't be back again. My tour of duty done, and I feel so free. It's like I slept 1,000 nights and then stepped into the light. And I just want to let you know that my love for you has grown with a strength I've never known before. And I will never let you down, whatever comes around. I wouldn't ask for more. Oh, I wouldn't ask for more. Confusion wipes the stain from off your very soul, or so the Tories told. Redemption will remain, or insanity. But that's not for girls like me. The things we had to do could never be talked through. Only silence holds the key to our humanity. Ghosts of enemies and friends will stay with me till the end. And I just want to let you know that my love for you has grown with a strength I've never known before. And I will never let you down when those wheels touch on the ground. Whatever comes around, well, I couldn't ask for more. How do we get back the time? How do I get back what's mine? How do we start as friends? Will you love me again? And I just want to let you know that my love for you has grown with a strength I've never known before. And I will never let you down when those wheels touch on the ground. Whatever comes around, well, maybe it's a good thing Jim wasn't listening tonight, but I hope he hears it eventually.
It sounded lovely. Lovely. Maybe he wants to listen to his album again.
Oh, do you know, I love Jim McLean's... Oh, there it is, yes. What's it called?
Homecoming.
Oh, Homecoming, that's right. Sorry about this, it's always a pain when you have to... Oh, hello. Oh, here comes my daddy. It's close enough for folk, that's what I say. That's the one. So this is not a Jim McLean song. This is a Lynne song. I'm just gonna, because I haven't done this for a long, long time, not since before we lost lovely John. It's all right. I'm going to buy a new guitar this week, so if I can't get this in tune, it doesn't matter, does it? Mike's making a funny face. So this is a song I wrote. Now, as you know, I love men. They have their uses. What can I say? They do. And this is a song for all of you lovely men out there.
And in here.
And in here. Please don't knock upon my door. You're not welcome anymore. Fake a smile and go away. No, don't call me on the phone, 'cause I might not be alone. I'm too busy anyway. Ah, but you won't understand. I know you're just a man. You may be surprised to find I've left guys like you behind. You've got nothing that I need. Hate to hurt your little pride. You're just hollow down inside. So suck it up if you should bleed. Ah, but you won't understand. Oh no, you're just a man. Please don't try and change my mind. You've had too much of my time. Your stuff's inside your car. Don't try to realize, don't look at me, just how evil you are. I just made that up. I miss John now, because he used to play the other bit. Oh, I've got Mike here. Don't try and change my mind. You've had too much of my time. Your stuff's inside your car. Oh, try not to look so damn surprised, 'cause I finally realized what a loser you are. Let me give you some advice. The next one might not be so nice. She might see through your little game. If you mess around with her, she might hit you where it hurts, and you might never walk again, Joe. Ah, but you won't understand. I know you're just a man. Ah, you'll never understand. I know you're just a man. You'll never understand. Oh, I know you're just a man.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Turn all the buttons off. The fabulous Lynne Reynolds. Thank you, Lynn. I don't think I've ever heard you do a Jim McLean song. That great big hunk
I know.
of Scottish sexiness. He normally listens after the Homecoming album. If you haven't got it, this is Jim McLean's album. It's really good, and you can get it from acousticvillage.co.uk, I believe.
Yep.
I got it right, didn't I? Done my homework.
Yes, I could have
Homecoming.
done it a bit
They're all good songs on this. Excellent. Thank you, Lynn, very much. You can sit back and relax and have a glass of
thank you.
something. When we play the next song, I'll go and get you a drink. Right. Before the quiz is closed, thank you, John. The quiz is closed. But before we go back to the quiz, we are going to play our next act this evening. So you've got a little bit more time, John. Do you want to do the quiz now, or do you want to wait for the song? Do you mind? Yeah. What now? Do it now. Yes. Right. It's a live show, and we can change things around. So we're going to go back to John Ive and Jane and Lottie at the posh side of Fleet
Oh,
for tonight's world famous music quiz answers. Come in, Lottie, Jane, and John.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks very much, and thanks everyone for the answers you put in. There were a few there was at least one trick question in there which fooled a few of you, but all will be revealed as I give the answers out. But the important thing is we do have a winner. So question number one was "This Land Is Your Land" is the title, is a song from Phil Ox, Pete Seeger, or Woody Guthrie. Well, it was Woody Guthrie. All of them, I think, were protest singers, but this particular one was definitely Woody Guthrie. And I actually made some notes about it, which I almost forgot to read you. Apparently, he wrote this song in a divey hotel in New York after years of rambling across the country, meeting impoverished people affected by the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression. He was he was haunted by Kate Smith's hit recording of Irving Berlin's God Bless America. Apparently he thought that was too twee and perhaps a bit too positive given some of the hardship he'd seen. And so he wanted to write a song that was closer to reality. So that's the story behind that. Jane can probably give us the answer to number two. Joan Bias then, Jane. Tell us about Joan.
Well, she was a bit of a gal, but the answer is Bob Dylan. So the two were in a relationship for some time. They met in 1961 and they worked together for several years before falling in love. It's a bit like our love story, isn't it? And when he first heard her sing How Sweet the Sound, he said, "I was taken aback." And according to Joan Bias, Bob Dylan is an item because she was crazy about him. And in her haunting 1975 ballad Diamonds and Rust, she recounts an unexpected phone call from her former lover. I think he was giving her the boot. I think that's what the phone call was. Who knows?
They can actually see me now. I was hidden behind the pictures.
Yeah, okay. Actually, that's a nice photograph of Bob Dylan, isn't it?
Yep,
I think I
it
could
is
be in
indeed.
a relationship with him if I was a bit younger.
So question number three, and I think this is one that some of you found a bit tricky, Mr. Bojangles. It was in fact a song by Jeff Walker, but it was indeed made famous, or was one of the groups that made it famous, perhaps the first one that did so, by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I don't think Sammy Davis Jr. had anything to do with it. Walker said he was inspired to write the song after an encounter with a street performer in New Orleans, in a New Orleans jail for public intoxication in 1965. He met a homeless man who called himself Mr. Bojangles to conceal his true identity from the police. Someone else in the cell asked for something to lighten the mood, and Mr. Bojangles obliged with a tap dance. So that's the history to Mr. Bojangles. But it was indeed Nitty Gritty Dirt Band that first made the song really famous, but it was a song by Jeff Walker.
You forgot to say that it was famously performed by Robbie Williams. So
Oh, right, Robbie Williams
for those,
as
the younger
well.
people in the audience.
In
they
fact, I think a lot of
remember
people
that.
have covered it, haven't they,
Yeah,
indeed?
yeah.
So, if I refer to the answers, we had some very close ones. I think the Jerry Jeff Walker caught many of you out, although quite a few missed out on Woody Guthrie and thought it was Pete Seeger. But the eventual winner, can we have thank you very much, was Dave Hunter, who got all the answers right. Lottie has checked the answers, and she confirms that, sorry, there's Lottie. Lottie has confirmed that the answers are correct. So congratulations, Dave Hunter. You are tonight's winner of a bottle of Prosecco.
Hooray!
Well done, Dave.
Yay.
Hooray! We like Dave.
Dave Hunter.
Yeah.
We should actually find out whether you've won before, Dave. Let me just have a quick look.
He used to come to.
I'm going to have a quick look here.
Nice.
No, Dave Harris. We owe a bottle of fizz to Dave Harris, but no Dave Hunter on the leaderboard.
Wow.
So, well done, Dave Hunter. Let me just go back to here. Fabulous. Thank you, John, Jane, and Lottie this evening. Yeah, we've got a quiz crew.
Yeah.
A quiz crew.
Quiz crew. Be careful how you say that.
Yeah, exactly. Slowly.
Yeah.
It's 8:40. I actually think we're doing quite well for time. Have you noticed I'm not talking too much?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you see, I'm trying.
I haven't had the need to shout at you yet.
I'm trying. Right, what's going on? CDs. Let's mention some CDs. I have a CD here. Cara Dillon. It's folk. Really lovely. Beautiful, and a really, really well put together CD. I think it's fabulous. I got it off my Folk Crush. Thank you, Folk Crush. Let me just for anybody who doesn't know, Sue Grave's my Folk Crush. Ace. Right. Cara Dillon. Love it. Now, it's the only CD that I've got, but what I can tell you is, I don't know if I'm allowed to
No,
say.
it isn't, because you've got this one as well.
Yeah, we've done
Jim
Homecoming,
McLean,
and we've got about 15 of
It's
yours
not
up there.
the only CD you've got, you silly man.
They're all up there, but it's no secret. Andy Lavery is about to release a CD, I believe. He is.
No!
Yeah. Look out for Andy Lavery's CD. I think the artwork has gone to print or something. I saw a comment the other day. So
Oh, you
Andy,
didn't tell me that.
Andy, remind me as soon as it's available, because I want to buy a copy. Dave Hunter, last one was a guess. You guessed well, Dave. Okay, so Andy Lavery. Now, I think, and I'm not going to say who, but there are two other people that I know of where the wheels are in motion for CDs for the future. And there's no point me saying that, because I'm not saying who, but yeah, there's two people
Yes.
that I'm aware of.
You're right.
I've heard little snippets of information, and I'm a nosy bugger, you see. The girls say it's inquisitive. No, it's just nosy.
And what's fun about that, excuse me, is that both of them are singing on each other's albums.
Oh, and apparently the two albums that I'm not supposed to mention who they are, but both people are singing on each other's albums.
Yeah, because we love each other.
No, you've just said we.
Oh, sorry, because
Don't tell him your name,
love
Pike.
each other, whoever they are. Okay.
Don't tell him your name, Pike. For goodness sake. She can't keep her own secret. Anyway, very exciting. So that's this month's CD update. I'm not aware of any others. So if there are any others, do let me know, and I'll give them a shout out. Okay, right. Our next act this evening, act number 4. Maybe we're not doing quite as well as I thought we were. No, I think we're good for time. I went to Ready Folk, not this Sunday, Lynne's snoring, not this Sunday, but the Sunday before, because our windmill is not open in August. So I went over to Ready Folk, and it was a bit of a quiet night, but it was lovely, because it was just, all nice. And there was a guy there, I've never met him before, a guy called Mark Ashworth. And I think some people locally know him. Writes a lovely song, sings a lovely song. I didn't record his first song because I wasn't expecting to record anything. But he basically did another song, so I thought, well, I'm going to record that. It's his own song, and it's called Oak Knees and Copper Nails. Oak Knees and Copper Nails. There must be a dance routine to it, mustn't there?
It's a boat building song.
Shipbuilding.
Oh yeah.
It is
shipbuilding. Hey.
Mike's on it. It's a shipbuilding, and I think it's not a shanty, but I think we can class it as this month's shanty. We've had the banjo. We're going to have a shanty. Let's have some love and likes for Mark Ashworth, Oak Knees, and Copper Nails.
Wisest choice I ever made was to sign on for the shipwright's trade. I work all day by the salt sea strand, but I sleep each night on dry land. Will learn my trade best I could. I choose the trees, I shake the wood. With a steady hand and a careful eye for a hull that will the waves defy. Oak knees and copper nails, build a boat to bed sail. Carry a crew of Kent-born men safely out and home again. And my brother works on an oyster smack. He says the dredging damn near breaks your back. It's hard enough work for a little pay, but he seldom sails beyond the bay. Where the colliers ply, his skies like lead, to keep the fires of London fed. On the cold North Sea, far out from shore, tying to Thames and back once more. Oak knees and copper nails, build a boat to bed sail. Carry a crew of Kent-born men safely out, home again. And there's not a family all on this shore but knows the same danger sailors do endure. When their loved ones on the sea must roam, they hope for fair winds to bring them home. So as I labour by the waterside, I watch the sky, the waves, the tide. Pray my work will not fail, bring men safe through storm and gale. Oak knees and copper nails, build a boat to bed sails. Carry a crew of Kent-born men safely out, home again.
Hey.
Very nice.
Hey.
Nice song.
Did you see me reaching for the microphone there? The mute button was on because I have a cheeky glass of Verdicchio from the Marche region of Italy. Cheers, darling. Cheers, everybody. Good health.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody out there in the world of internet. Thank you for joining us. Cheers, John. Good health. I don't really drink, but I bloody love it when I do.
Makes you appreciate it more.
Oh, when you've been getting up at 6 o'clock every flipping morning. I've been up at 6 o'clock every morning because I've got 7 till 9 meetings with Australia and far off lands. Twice this week they've been called off.
Oh no.
Yeah, not good. Forgiven, but not good. Right. Okay. Where are we? Oh God, that is delicious. Right. No dirty snacking. because otherwise I'd be having far too much fun. There's dirty snacking in the garden.
Yes, in the garden.
And we have not touched it. What they don't know is there was 2 packets of scratch-ins. I ate a packet early before they arrived.
You bad man.
I did. Yeah, it's
No.
terrible, isn't it? I'm a pirate. I love a scratching. Okay, next act this evening. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, and of course everybody knows about the best music festival in the world, which is
Ballsbridge Festival.
Oh.
Mike and Stuart, you failed.
Oh.
You failed. Come on. Lynne, well done, Lynn.
boys.
Well done,
I
Lynn.
thought it was Glastonbury.
There's going to be a fight.
Woodstock?
Okay.
Shut up.
Ballsbridge 2023, fantastic. I think has a decision been made on the date for next
Yes.
year? Right. There was lots of activity on Facebook as to whether the date would be on the weekend of the 24th of June, the Festival of St John, as it normally is, or whether it round the Mediterranean is the Festival of
is
St
it?
John,
Oh, I
24th
didn't
June.
know that, no.
And it's also my brother's birthday. But anyway,
Okay.
I'm fully useless information.
You are, aren't you?
So, or whether to hold it on the following weekend, which is the last weekend
Yes.
of June.
And it was a pretty much
It was-
100%.
It was pretty much unanimous.
Yeah.
So the weekend of the 28th, 9th, somewhere around there.
30th, yeah.
Put it in your diary now. All the people from far off distant lands who join us every month, get it in your diary, save your pocket money. John's watching the telly, I can hear him in the green room. Go on, burping
Yes.
now.
Yes,
So
it will be the best ever.
it will be. So get it in your diary, save your pocket money, and get on a big aeroplane and come over and join us to Ballsbridge. 2024. It's exciting, and it sounds good, doesn't it? 24. Ballsbridge 24.
Yes, probably a very good year,
my age.
2024.
Yeah. Anyway,
Your age.
That's how old I am.
Yeah.
the next
Me too.
Stuart saying it's his age if you can't hear him right. Of course it is. Of course. The next act. The reason for mentioning Ballsbridge, other than so everybody's got that whole subliminal messaging thing going on, the next song was recorded live at Ballsbridge by the fabulous, and he's with us in the room tonight, John Tanner.
Hey!
John Tanner, come on.
Hey,
Now,
John Tanner!
he's got a great style, hasn't he? He's got like an offbeat style that works
Yeah.
really, really well.
It's good.
And every song that he covers, he does it better than the original, I think. In fact, I think most of the artists in our sort of local music clubs, when I listen to it's always the definitive version for
Yeah.
me. I'm not just
I
saying
agree.
that. I think they're
I
good.
agree.
Right. While I mentioned Ballsbridge, the whole Friday, Saturday and Sunday was recorded.
Oh, yeah.
If any of the artists who performed out there would like videos, please contact Jan Moncrief. She's got all the footage. She's got all of my footage as well. So you can get videos made with 3 different camera angles. Woo!
Fantastic.
She's also got all of the recordings from sound men, Mike Baker, Richard Holland, and Tom Evans. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
You did.
So they've got the direct recording. So the quality of the audio and the video, if you want your CDs creating, please speak to Jan Moncrief, and she'll sort that out for you.
Because, apart from anything else, it may raise a little more money
It
as
might,
well.
yes. I think there
Any
is there's a
donations?
gentle contribution towards
Yes.
it as well. In fact, if anybody wants me to edit a video from Ballsbridge, I'm going to charge a little contribution to the charity as well. You got away with it this time, John Tanner, but if you're feeling generous, give Pitt 20 quid or something. Right. Okay. John Tanner singing, and I didn't know at the time because I'm a bit ignorant to this whole music thing, Love -0.
Oh, I used to sing this.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
It's a Dylan
Yes.
song, yeah.
I used to sing this in the 80s.
And I didn't know it was a Bob Dylan song, so it doesn't sound like Bob Dylan. John Tanner makes it sound good, but it's a
does.
good song.
Just
How
get
can you
on
have
with it.
love?
Just play it.
How
Just
can you
play
have
it.
love -0?
Just get on with it.
What does
Look,
that mean?
Play it.
Has anyone worked it out? Right.
Shut up.
I'm being. She's going to slap me in a minute. You can't see the slapping. Right. Let's have some love and likes for the fabulous Mr. John Tanner doing Love -0.
My love, she speaks like silence, without ideals or violence. Doesn't have to say she's faithful, yet she's true like ice, like fire. People carry roses, make promises by the hour. My love, she laughs like flowers, Valentine's can't buy her. In the dime stores and the bus stations, people talk of situation, read books, repeat quotations, draw conclusions on the wall. Some speak of the future. My love, she speaks softly. She knows there's no success like failure, and that failure's no success at all. The cloak and dagger dangles, madams light the candle in ceremonies of the horseman. Even the pawn must hold a grudge. Statues made of matchsticks crumble into one another. My love, she winks, she doesn't bother. She knows too much to argue or to judge. Bridge at midnight trembles, country doctor rambles, banker's nieces seek perfection, expecting all the gifts that wise men bring. The wind howls like a hammer, the night blows cold and rainy. My love, she's like some raven at my window, the broken wing.
Hey, the microphone is on. Love minus zero, no limit. You can hear it's all going on. It's all going on in the studio here because I've just told Lynn, with about 3 seconds to go, she's doing the raffle. Are you ready, darling?
Yes, darling.
Sit down, make yourself comfortable.
Okay,
And I've been to the shop. I don't know if you've noticed.
I know,
went
I'm
to the
glad
shop.
because I've
Now,
run out.
I was going to say I've got a shitload of it here. I've got a load. I've got
That's
lots
the
of.
second time.
I've got lots of bottles of
and
fizz.
It's still not 9 o'clock.
Let me tell you why. Because Emma said I get my Morrison's points. There was this thing that you have to spend so much each week. Yeah, funny that, Morrison's. You got to spend so much each week. So I got dragged after Morrison's. I thought, well, I don't need anything. I don't do shopping. So I bought a bucket load of fizz. Right, that'll keep us going for a while. I'm going to turn the microphone on for the lovely, luscious. But before we do, let's see. Let's see who last week's winners was. Right, the raffle winner. Hey, Bob. It was Bob Tidbury.
Oh yes.
And I'm going to keep saying it every time, Bob. You're coming here to collect your own bottle of fizz.
Yes.
Lynn's laughing. She doesn't think I'm going to pick you up. I am. But it's a long way, so I'm just building myself up to it. And the last month's music quiz was Mary Waddington. Now, while I think about it, whoever's going to Balls Bridge this Friday, and I'm going, I'm going to stick all this fizz in the boot of my car.
She had hers last week.
No, she did. It's in green.
Last month.
Yeah, it's in green. You never get two bottles, well, with Lynn on the case. Gilly Funnel, Clive Handy, my brother Robbie, Sally Brooke, we owe you something, Annie Lendon, Bob Tidbury, James Eisner, Clive Handy again, Steve Selwood, Peter Barnsley, Clive Handy again, Andy Thieker, Dave Hunter, Dave Harris. Oh, Dave Hunter, you have won one before. I now owe you two bottles of fizz, Dave. If you sing and play anything, you should get yourself over here.
Dave Hunter for Ballsbridge next
Where's he
year,
from?
I say.
Where's
I don't
he?
know, I think he's down the coast. Dave Hunter is a lovely, lovely man. I haven't seen him for years.
Dave Hunter, apparently you're a lovely,
And he
lovely
used to
man,
come
says
to,
Lynn.
You shot. And I think he lives down on the coast, but not too far to come to Borsbridge Festival.
Borsbridge 2024, I think it's the 28th of June. Dave Hunter, it's worth the trip for 2 cheap bottles of fizz from Morrison's, if nothing else.
Or
right.
we'll all come to his house.
Or Lynne's going to bring all of her posse of friends. You've got to be careful how you say that. Right. So, tonight's raffle. It's a free raffle. So everybody's got to try. Listen to the rules, because Lynne will come back after the next song and tell you who's won. Here we go, Lynne.
Right, the rules. You know the rules. Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to use the Force. Or maybe we're just going to use science. Who knows? Maybe they're both the same thing. I really don't know. But in any case, what I want you to do is make lots of lovely comments. Now, last time you made lovely comments about Emily, I do believe, who was with me and actually would have been with me tonight, but I took her home. So we want to see lots of lovely comments about the show tonight. Let's have that. What about a few comments about Joe for a change?
No.
Keep them clean, okay? And then I will press the buttons and use the usual science to pick a very worthy winner. And I'm looking forward to it very much. Over to you, Joe.
Thank you, Lynne. Right. We're going to do the science and the magic. Did you say it was science and magic?
Science and magic and the Force.
Science, magic and the Force.
Stuart just kicked me.
Dave Hunter is blushing furiously.
Oh, bless him. He's lovely.
Bless him. You don't say that. You say, oh, what a great guy. Bless him.
Oh,
Come
he's
on.
lovely.
Dave Hunter, you need to come to Borsbridge.
Well, he used to be lovely. He might not be lovely now.
Dave, you need to turn up to see how lovely you still are. This year's Borsbridge was fantastic. John Tanner says, thanks, guys. John, it's a great song, and you, as always, you did it brilliantly. Thank you very much. What's Stanley P. Trudy? I like the subtitle features. I can marvel at Dylan's lyrics. Brian enjoyed it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Send me biscuits.
Who's saying Sally Brook? Oh, right.
Send me biscuits.
Sally, I'm going to write it down.
Joe, send her biscuits.
So I did.
Dog biscuits or something?
No. I, bear with us, listeners. Sally won before. And Sally likes proper English biscuits.
Oh, nice.
Not those American cookies, like a proper English biscuit. Anyway, I went on Amazon America and I sent her biscuits instead of fizz. Like a bucket full of the things, loads of them. Yeah. Sally, we're going to send you some biscuits. I've written...
No, you already sent me stuff, she says.
No, but you won again, so I'm going to send you more biscuits.
Oh, yeah, she won again.
We always deliver. Come on, we always do.
Anne Isles says you are magic and the Force, Joe.
Don't tell anybody.
I'm just looking.
What is she saying? Right.
What have you been doing?
Big hug, Anne Isles. Big hug. Right. What's next? Oh yes. Now, before we go to who's won the raffle tonight, this is going to be the jazz quarter. This is we've had a banjo moment. We've had a little bit of Edwardian.
Sea shanty.
We've had a bit of Henry VIII.
Sea shanty.
We've had a little bit of sea shanty. Now we're going to have a little bit of jazz from the fabulous, and this was at Twickfolk. Twickfolk is in Twickenham. It's a really, really super club. They have fantastic acts on there. In fact, I'm going to mention some events later. Lynne's looking at her watch.
I know, I'm just checking on you.
You do put me off. We're well ahead of time.
Your producer.
Yeah, but you'd put me on you should be in my ear, whittering at me.
I can get in your ear if you want me in your ear, Joe.
A little plug wittering at me.
I shall be in there, don't you worry.
Anyway, Twickfolk, we're going to mention them again in a minute. So, Dave Ellis and Boo Howard. Now, I don't think... I believe I'm right with this. We had the wonderful Liz Simcock at the Windmill, the Windmill acoustic sessions, and Stuart Tester had his photograph taken with her.
Oh, Stuart!
Yeah, and he looked very distracted. She's lovely. She sings
nice.
I've got her albums up here. She sings she writes a song. She sings a.
I bought all her albums that night.
Yeah, she's really good. I think
I haven't listened to them yet, but I bought them.
And she's a lovely lady. Right. I think her is Dave Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard that rumour.
I've heard that rumour. Liz, if it's just a rumour, I apologise. Dave, if it's just a rumour, I apologise. But I believe Dave Ellis is her fella. And he's performing with Boo Howard, and they're brilliant. So let's have some love and likes. It's a jazz moment all that jazz. Let's go.
Don't give me all that jazz. Don't go saying how good things are in the past. It's only mind over matter. Don't want my dreams to die and shatter. So if the blues come knocking on my front door, I say what you doing, come round in a more, go tally to the Marines. Don't give me all that jazz. Don't wanna play those games, those done regrets and all those crying shames. You know there's no need to worry, no need to end up feeling sorry. So if the blues come chasing me back in my shell, I say what you do. I'm doing, thank you very well. Go tell it to the Marine. Don't give me all that jazz. Don't give me all that jazz.
Dave Ellis and Boo Howard. And I think I put the website, daveandboo.co.uk or something, I can't remember. Hold on. daveandboo.com. Really good. We're back. Excellent. We need to sort the microphone out because Lynne was a little bit quiet earlier, but she did explain the rules.
Not anymore.
And I think most of you know the rules anyway. But I will check the volume levels when Lynne's talking and when I shut up. We're going to go back to the raffle. We're going to find out who is tonight's winner. Let's just see it again. Of a cheap bottle. A cheap bottle of Morrison's Fizz.
Yes, it's been nestling safely.
It's not the most expensive fizz, but we have bought a lot of it.
What difference does that make?
64 shows, 2 each.
I like that.
128.
128.
It's only cheap old rubbish, but we've bought a lot of it, so that's okay.
128 flipping bottles of the stuff. Exactly. It's not about the
Stupid
quality, it's
boy.
about the quantity.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah, so cool. Sally Brooke, yeah, cool. Dave Ellison and Boo Howard, brilliant. Really like them. Doris Rebe, sorry, didn't make the comment about the show.
What?
Doris, are you still in England? You look like you've been doing a lot of travelling in England. Looks like you're having a fantastic time. John Quinn, the mighty John Quinn, is in the house. Good evening, John and Kay. Just popping in, Whitby Festival. Oh. And he's taken time out for the FolkOclock Show. John, you're a star. Right. Let's find out who's the winner. She's still looking at the comments on her phone. Right, Lynn, be ready.
Yes, but I'm going to do I'm going to do this.
Right, you're live.
And yeah, I know I'm alive.
No, live.
You don't need to tell me I'm live.
Right, so.
I'm just doing it.
Yes.
So I hope people can hear me. I'm going to now use the science and the force, and without looking, I'm going to pop my finger on this message. Oh, Joe, I do believe we've had a first.
Go on. What?
No.
What do you mean first?
A first. A double winner.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is. The aforementioned lovely Dave Hunter.
No, not 2 bottles in one night.
Sorry. My finger did it.
2 bottles in one night.
That's what I used to tell Mother.
The finger doesn't.
My finger that did it.
The finger doesn't lie.
The finger doesn't.
The finger doesn't lie. Congratulations, Dave Hunter.
Get out.
This
Get
is
out.
amazing. A first for
Right.
the FolkOclock Show.
All right, let me just press some buttons here. Let's come back. Dave Hunter.
Hey,
Dave,
winner.
we've never had a double winner. You're definitely getting too much exposure on tonight's show, Dave.
Yeah.
We've mentioned you too much. But it does mean, if my maths are correct, we owe you now 3 bottles of fizz.
Wow. So he's going to have to come up.
We owe you 3 bottles of fizz.
Yay!
3 bottles of cheap fizz.
Yes, cheap
Yeah,
fizz.
cheap. Thank you, Stuart.
Cheap fizz, well, we bought a lot of it.
We can't all afford posh wine like you. Anyway, so yeah, Dave Hunter. Dave, I've written it down. Fantastic. Well done. Congratulations. We now owe you 3 bottles of fizz. Perfect. Right.
Right.
I am going to the birthdays. Stuart's birthday was last week. Happy birthday, Stuart. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Good man. Mike Crabbers from the Hedge Inspectors.
yes.
I think he was 60. Because somebody said about it being a big birthday.
He was 60.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he lovely.
Unplug the Wood, the Hedge Inspectors, Mike Crabbers. Search for any of that online. They do really good stuff. A regular at Unplug the Wood is a guy called Simon Taylor, and it's his birthday on the 27th of August. You're close enough, Don. Do you want to read it as well?
Yeah.
She's reading it while I'm reading it out.
Yeah, just checking you get it right.
Jim Cousins' birthday, 28th of August. Jim Cousins, music man from the posh side of the hill over in Farnham. Potteries. It's the Potteries, isn't it? Jim and Peter Crutchfield, I think. Chris Rowe. Pete Rowe's on with us tonight. Hold on, you are kidding, draw it again. No, Dave Hunter, it's your fizz.
Yeah.
We don't need to draw it again. You're coming to Bores Bridge to collect it.
It was random.
Chris Rowe's birthday. Happy birthday, Chris, on the 31st of August. Reg Pierce, Uncle Reg, the governor.
Reg.
And I saw him the other day. I was in Fleet having a cup of tea with friends, and Reg was there. He was on Cheap Speed and Cider. I was on Earl Grey. Yeah. I was on. Reg Pierce, 3rd of September. Happy birthday, Uncle. Lainey Russell, the lovely Lainey, 5th of September. And Don O'Shea, haven't seen Don for a while.
Not for a while.
On the 9th of September. So happy birthday, everybody. If I've missed anyone out, oh well.
You have. You have missed somebody.
Oh, who did I miss?
You missed
Not
my
you.
mum.
Oh, your mum.
My mum
when was her
would
birthday?
have been 92 on the 20th, which was a couple of days ago.
All right,
she would have been 92 had she not
died.
passed.
Yeah, happy heavenly birthday
to Mum.
To Lynn's mum, who would have been 92 on the 20th. Okay, we've written it in the book.
Right.
So, who's next? Oh, I'm going to hand you over, and he's grinning. So he is ready. He's paying attention. He's looking at the order.
Yeah,
he's grinning. And I told him tonight I like his shirt for the second month on the trot. Right, I'm going to hand you over to my good friend, Mr. John Ive, who's going to introduce the next act, which will be act number 7. Come in, John.
Thanks, Joe. This is one I've been looking forward to all evening. A very special guest. In fact, I would say a VIP in the studio. He's well known to all of you, but quite frankly, this is his first session from the IveTech Media studio for FolkOclock. And it's a session that I'm sure is going to please. How can I describe him? Well, if I'm correct, I think he comes from Liverpool. So that probably says it all, but it's the spiritual home of famous musicians. So he's added to the list there. And I'm hoping that by saying a few words here, I've given him enough time to change his clothes, get into the studio and entertain you, because please welcome the one and only Joe McBurnie.
How wonderful is it to be over in the IveTech Media studio? Not sure whether I was asked or bullied or persuaded, but it is a real pleasure to be over here, and I guess it's only fair that I take my turn. So I'm going to do a couple of songs, and I'm going to begin with a song from 1962 by Solomon Burke called Cry to Me. And I picked it up from the film Dirty Dancing that I think was in the late 80s or early 90s. Okay. When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Come on, cry to me. When you're waiting in your lonely room and there's nothing but the smell of her perfume, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Come on, cry to me. Whoa, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness and loneliness is a waste of time, yeah. You don't ever have to be alone. Come on, take my hand, baby, won't you walk with me? When you're waiting for a voice to come in the night, but there's no one, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Come on, cry to me. Whoa, nothing can be sadder than a glass of wine alone. Loneliness and loneliness is a waste of time, yeah. You don't ever have to be alone. Come on, take my hand, baby, won't you walk with me? Come on, take my hand, baby, won't you walk with me? Thank you very much. Ooh, right. The next song that I'm going to do is an old favourite of mine. Let me just get rid of the capo so I can get told off for my own criticisms. Yeah, the next song, I picked it up from a Johnny Cash album, one of his American recordings. I believe the albums he made before he died. And it's a song called I Hung My Head. And it's actually written by Sting of The Police. Sounds like a Johnny Cash song to me, which is kind of what I tuned into, although I do like The Police. Yeah, so it's called I Hung My Head. Here we go. Early one morning, with time to kill, I borrowed Jeb's rifle, sat on a hill. I saw a lone rider crossing the plain. I drew a bead on him to practice my aim. My brother's rifle went off in my hand. A shot rang out across the land. The horse, it kept running, the rider was dead. I hung my head, hung my head. I hung my head, hung my head. I took off running to wake from the dream. My brother's rifle went into the sheen. I kept on running into the Southlands. That's where they found me, my head in my hands. The sheriff, he asked me, why had I run? And then it came to me, just what I had done. All for no reason, just one piece of lead. I hung my head, hung my head. There in the courtroom, the whole town was there. I see the judge high up in his chair. Explain to the courtroom what went through your mind. We'll ask the jury what verdict they find. I felt the power of death over life. I orphaned his children and I widowed his wife. I begged the forgiveness and I wished I was dead. I hung my head, hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I see the gallows high up on a hill. Out in the distance, a trick of the brain. I see a lone rider crossing the plain, and he'd come to fetch me to see what they'd done. We'll ride together till kingdom come. I pray for God's mercy, 'cause soon I'll be dead. I hung my head, hung my head. I hung my head, hung my head.
Is that enough? Is that enough?
It seemed a little bit self-indulgent sitting here listening to myself. Thank you, John Ive, very, very much. I did enjoy it. It was great to go over to the studio, your studio. Fantastic setup. The blue lights and the video, we all agree, looked fantastic. And the singing wasn't bad. Two songs I do really enjoy, so I hope you enjoyed it out there, and I hope you don't think it was too self-indulgent. But as I said at the beginning of the video, it's only fair that I take my turn. Okay, and thank you for all the lovely comments. It is very much appreciated. Told you, Lynn, I was all right.
I thought it was rubbish.
She gives me shit all the time.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it was good. It was good.
Third shit of the day.
So I've said it 3 times.
I know.
Write it in your
I'm
notebook.
going to get a swear box.
Yeah, but it's
And
9.
every
It's
time you say
9:23
that, I don't care, but you're going to have to give £1 to Ballsbridge for every time you say it.
now. It's definitely feeling
saying.
a little bit self-indulgent. But I'm going to come back to that because I am going to give a quick shout out to some events that are going to be happening soon. So hold your seats in the green room. Ballsbridge videos, talk to Jan and Phil. So something's in my garden. It's in my garden.
Yeah.
Is there anyone we recognise?
There's nobody in your garden.
There's somebody in the garden.
I think someone coming out of your
No,
house.
there's someone in the house. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The Windmill Acoustic Sessions starts again on the 3rd of September, and they've got a guest act. Long way home. Don't miss it. The Windmill in Crookham Street Social Club. They're going to be very good. So it's one not to miss. 3rd of September. It'll be a Sunday. Poppy's Folk Club opens again on the 13th of September, and it's a singers' night, so you can all have a go. Do book early with Felix and Kathy. Felix is online with us. I've seen you there, Felix. Just don't mention the bouzouki. Right. Twick Folk starts again on the 10th of September. Mike Silver.
Ooh. Where?
Twick Folk.
Oh, yeah.
If I can get the day off, we could go.
Yeah.
10th of September, Mike Silver, supported by the Wigglies.
September.
And we love the Wigglies.
Ah, the Wigglies.
Yeah.
We love the Wigglies.
Steve and Julie Wigley. They're on at Twickfo on the 10th of September. I think Mike Silver's probably supporting them, but they're both on. Right. And Bracknell.
Don't tell him that.
He won't
You'll
like
be in
that.
trouble.
He won't like that.
He won't
But
like that.
I'm confident to say it because there's no way he's going to be watching my
No, that's
FolkOclock
true.
show.
That's
right.
true.
Oh, we might say
Until I send it to him.
And you know I'm only kidding, Mike. Right. No, Julie and Steve Wigley are brilliant. I went to see them over at.
They've played at Ballsbridge.
No, I
we
know, but I went to see them again.
I mean, stop stating the obvious.
I can't think where. Anyway,
Get on with it.
Bracknell Folk Club.
Anna, tell him to get on with it, will you, Anna?
The 12th of... Don't steal me thunder. The 12th of September, Dove's Vagaries. And they are amazing. I love the Dove's Vagaries. They are old school magic. My pen's stopping. Lynn's dropping her glass there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I can see you slurping now. Right. We've done the events, we've done the birthdays, and we've done the CDs. As I started to say, I feel very, very self-indulgent now because these two are my favourite duet. None other than Bass and Taylor.
Hey!
All the way from Great Bardfield. And a bass on the sofa. That sounds amazing, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
you'd love that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. With Ray sitting on a chair at the side. That'd probably be
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
That'd probably be a bit off-putting.
No.
But anyway,
Let's get back to the music, shall we?
we love you guys. Right. So I'm hoping the audience is still with us. Let's have some love and likes for everybody's favourite, Anna Bass and Ray Taylor, Bass and Taylor. Come in, guys.
Hooray!
Good evening.
Hi, thanks very much. Thank you, I think, for that introduction. I'm going to do the announcement so we can get rid of this piece of white paper, which is completely spoiling the view. Joe was talking about various folk clubs starting up again after their summer break, and the Windmill Folk Club starts up in September, and in October, their guests are us. So we will be doing Windmill Folk Club Sunday the 1st of October, so not a million miles from a fair few of you who are listening, not counting people like Sally who's in California. But if you're within shouting distance, it would be lovely to see you. 1st of October, Windmill Folk Club, 6 weeks' time. Okay, we're going to do a couple of songs. And, you know, when you're having the usual little discussion about which song shall we do first, well, we kind of had the decision made for us this time because this song is called First Song. So we couldn't really do it second, could we? And it's by Ralph McTell. I've known this song and liked it for many, many years. And we're going to do it for you now. It's a love song. and words that say I'm leaving, and words express the pain, and old songs lose young meanings, but new ones they gain. From changes that I've been through, and the new ones I am coming to. You were my first song, and I still oh sure I still get feelings to get back on the road, and I still get leanings to forget the things I know about myself and changes going through and coming to. You were my first song, and I still can words express new meanings? I mean, the words are still the same, and old loves lose young feelings, but new ones they gain. From changes that I've been through, and the new ones I am coming to. You were my first song, and I still. You were my first song, and I still. You were my first song, and I still love you.
There it is.
That's by Ralph McTell. Yeah, thank you very much. The next song that we're going to do, hang on a minute, I just have to accessorize here a minute.
A little bit of tuning as well.
The next song I'm going to do, we're still going to numerous Zoomy sessions whenever we can around the country, and we heard this song played by one of the other participants at a Zoom session. It's a lullaby. It's by a band called The Secret Garden, who I'd never heard of before, so then we had to look them up and listen to some of their other stuff. And they're quite unusual. A collaboration between an Irish woman and I think a Norwegian man with some other various musicians brought in. But this song it's called Sleep Song. So you had first song and now we have Sleep Song. It's a little bit risky playing it this time of the evening. So hopefully you've all had enough coffee that you can survive listening to a lullaby, and you're not going to fall asleep. So this is Sleep Song by The Secret Garden. Lay down your head and I'll sing you a lullaby back to the years of Lily Lay, and I'll sing
so they can roll away still.
Well, some of them are anyway. We don't know about all the people at home. Thank you for listening. Hopefully see you in October at the Windmill.
Yay!
Yay!
And at my house.
Yay, Bass and Taylor. Bass and Taylor. Fantastic. Yeah, Windmill. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll mention it next month. Check the mic. We've had a bit of drama.
Oh.
If you can tell, I've got a little bit of a sweat on here. What was it called?
It was a hornet.
Hornet? Flipping heck. It was a Jurassic hornet in the studio. It all went horribly wrong for a minute, but all is fine now. We're all good.
It took Joe.
Got a sweat
Joe,
on.
my hero. It took him quite a while.
So there's so much effort went in, we had to start dirty snacking.
We did.
Dirty snacking
Yeah,
to
we're worn out now.
build up my energy again. I've never seen such a bloody big thing.
They are big.
Nasty.
No, they are nasty.
Right.
But
Bass and
only
Taylor.
if you make them upset.
Fabulous. Anna's having her cereal already in the bowl.
Hey!
Ace. Thank you guys. Great big hug. We love you guys. Right. Okay. Next act this evening. Live. Woo! Even though it is you. Live. It's a special treat because he doesn't come to the studio very often. Certainly not to perform on the FolkOclock Show. Help yourself, Lynne.
Thanks. If I don't, nobody else will.
We're not in Japan. Apparently in Japan, you're not allowed to pour your own drink at the tables. Your host has to pour it for you.
Yeah, but they're weird, aren't they?
Poor show. Oh, yeah, go on. Right. Live from a very hot studio. We better get on with it before it gets too hot. The fabulous Mr. Baritone, Stuart Tester.
Mr. Baritone.
and Mr. Guitar Man himself, Mike Baker, my other favourite duet. Let's have some love and likes for our penultimate. That means the second to last, does it?
Penultimate.
I'm learning big words tonight. For our penultimate act this evening, Stuart Tester and Mike Baker.
Hooray!
Thanks, Ray. So we're going to start tonight with a Ralph McTell song about those sort of fleeting meetings or glimpses of people that you have that stay with you for a while. And I was in London last week and I saw this person that I looked and thought, I know that girl, I know her. And you sort of go through in your mind, did I work with her? Is she a friend of mine? Is she a friend of my wife's? Is she married to someone I know? And I sort of spent about 10 minutes trying to think who on earth she was. And when I got home, I turned on Country File and realised it was Ellie Harrison, and I'd never met her before in my life. But I saw her and it made an impression on me, and I thought, well, we'll do this song, which is about that sort of thing, when you see people and you remember them for a long time. Right from the start, let's get one thing straight. When it comes to the heart, you can't legislate. Funny the things a fella can remember sometime. Like the scene from the movie Citizen Kane. One short moment with me remains. Funny the things a fella can remember sometime. When Bernstein says, now you take me, stuck in my mind one memory. I was crossing over the Jersey on the ferry. As we pulled out, another ferry came in. The second between us was all it could have been. And on it was a girl, she was waiting to get off. A white dress is what she had on. 1 second later, she was gone. She never saw me at all. She carried a white parasol. That was in 1896. I bet a month hasn't gone by since. I haven't thought of that girl on the Jersey ferry. Now it's 1941. Half a century has been and gone. I still remember that girl with the white dress on. A fleeting glimpse of chances missed. Destiny, your face cruel twist. She doesn't even know that I exist. How about that? Time is the ticket and the years the toll. Did I mention she carried a white parasol? Funny the things a fella can remember sometimes. Thanks very much. Now, I saw Anna at Boars Bridge this year, and almost the first thing she said to me was, you're going to sing one of those obscure Al Stewart songs that you do from time to time, because you seem to know more obscure ones than even I do. And I thought, well, OK, not tonight, but I think maybe tonight we'll do a little obscure Al Stewart song. And this is one about life in the sort of 1920s and 30s between the wars, and it's when lots of artistic people were doing their thing and stuff was going on. Kings of England were abdicating because they'd fallen in love with American divorcees and decided they'd rather be with them than else. Sounds familiar? Anyway, it's a song called Life Between the Wars. Gervais picks up the herald and sees the face of Zelda Fitzgerald. They're part of the scene of life between the wars. The tropic sun is sticky and warm. It bakes the head of Somerset Maugham, who's riding a scene of life between the wars. Waiting by the hot dog stand in the onion air as the ball flies through the park. Violet and Vida run through the streets of Paris, their laughter floating through the dark. A fog that fell is swallowing London. Coco Chanel came back with a suntan to brighten the scene of life between the wars. A pint of milk and a wholeness loaf at the end of every street. You can hear a silver band on the radio. It makes the grocer tap his feet. The king is leaving Buckingham Palace. It's far too cold, he'd rather have Wallace. They're part of the scene of life between the wars. Part of the scene of life between the wars.
I like that one.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Come back to me.
Hey, that was lovely.
I'm all fingers and thumbs on the buttons there. Stuart Tester and Mike Baker, fabulous. Thank you very much. Plenty of applause in the green room as well. Anna Bass, I could tell you were all enjoying it over there. Fabulous. It's getting warmer, especially under the pressure and the heat. Very warm. Have we got another thing in here? No.
Three buttons live there, let's see.
I thought you said there was another living.
Oh, you thought there was another one of those in it?
Started to panic then. I thought there was another
Crikey.
living thing in here. No, I've just left too many buttons on. Fabulous. Thank you guys very much. It's great to see you. Very much appreciated. Under such short notice as well. It is appreciated.
Yes.
As Lynn said earlier before the raffle, I need to have some more friends really to invite her. I invite you because I like you coming over.
I know.
Not because there isn't anybody else.
I like coming.
I like.
And
actually, Sam, the ladies' man,
Well-
he messaged me this. I said, Sam, you could? Lindsay, not
yeah,
needed.
we don't need Sam,
But he did offer to come over.
Did he?
Yeah. He's got visitors, but he said he would.
I think Sam and I should come together sometime.
Right, the next act. The next act. I'm going My mum's online. Right.
I just said.
We're going to for our final act this evening,
Right.
and it's only right that John Ive introduces it because it's a wonderful recording. I'm not going to say who the guy's name is, but I did see this guy at the Green Man Folk Club that's run by the lovely Barbara Parry. He's also appeared at the Windmill Acoustic Sessions a few years ago at the Albert Hall Club. He came over there once. Yeah, I did see him there. Anyway, I'm going to hand over to John. John, please can you introduce our final act this evening?
Thanks, Joe. Sounds like you need a few minutes and to put your rowdy crew in order. So let me distract your audience for a while whilst you do that. For this session, actually, Joe put me in touch, as he mentioned, with someone he met at the music club, and I invited him here for a session, and to my amazement, it transpires that he was a long lost friend. He is a long lost friend from something like 40 plus years ago. So Joe, thank you so much for putting me in touch again with someone who'd I'd lost contact with. It was a delightful reunion. We talked rather more than we made music, but he's a lovely chap and a wonderful performer. So please give a very warm welcome to Tony Fitzharris, who will play two songs that I know you will enjoy.
Thank you. First song will be a Steve Earle song. He wrote it as a tribute to Townes Van Zandt. It's called Fort Worth Blues. Fort Worth, all the neons burning bright, pretty lights over red and blue. They shut down all the honky-tonks tonight. Say a prayer or two, if they only knew. Used to say the highway was your home. We both know that ain't true. Just the only place a man can go when he don't know where he's traveling to. Colorado's always clean and healing. Tennessee in spring is green and cool. Never really was your kind of town, so he went around with the Fort Worth Blues. Somewhere up beyond the Great Divide, where the sky is wide and the clouds are few, a man can see his way clear to the light. Just hold on tight, it's all you've got to do. They say Texas weather's always changing. One thing change will bring you something new. Houston really ain't that bad a town, so you hung around with the Fort Worth Blues. There's a full moon over Galway Bay tonight, silver light over green and blue. And everywhere I travel through I find some kind of sign keeping through. Amsterdam is always good for grieving. London never failed to make me blue. Paris never was my kind of town, so I walked around with the Fort Worth blues. Thank you very much. Next song I'd like to do is a Neil Young song. This is called Long May You Run. We've been through some things together, chunks of memories still to come. We found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run, long may you run, long may you run. Although changes come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. It was back in Blind River, 1962. I last saw you alive, but we missed that shift on the long decline. Long may you run, long may you run, long may you run. Although changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Maybe the Beach Boys have got you now, with those waves singing Caroline, rolling down that empty ocean road, getting to the surf on time. Long may you run, long may you run. Although changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yay. Tony Fitzharris, brilliant recording. John Ive over at IveTech Media. 2 great recordings, John. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet. Credit to, yeah, thank you.
Yes, you are.
He's very perceptive. 2 great recordings. Thank you very much. So don't forget, anybody, if you fancy recording something and appearing on the FolkOclock Show, get in touch with John.
Yeah.
We've had a fabulous evening.
Top man.
We've had a fabulous evening. And
you have.
She's a cheeky cow. Sam White, if you're out there, come back. Sam White, the prodigal son position is open for you. Open and well. I'm only messing, darling. So, okay,
Don't
right.
touch my knee.
I touched the knee. Okay. Right, thank yous. Special thanks. I've got it written on the thing, so I don't need to look. Hold on. Special thanks. All of our great performers. I've got 5 minutes. I'm going to rattle a lot down. Right. We had Geoff Brown playing the banjo at the beginning. We had Ellis and Juliet Beadle playing and doing a bit of dancing. Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
What, dancing?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit of dancing, yeah.
Boy band dancing, like
like
moves.
Moving.
Like the shadows.
We've had the fabulous Lynne Reynolds live in the studio. Well done, Lynne. Mark Ashworth recorded over at Ready Folk. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really liked his songs. Excellent. And I'm hoping we're going to hear more from Mark in the future. John Tanner recorded at Balls Bridge.
We like him.
Dave Ellis and Boo Howard over at Twick Folk. Fantastic. Me playing a couple of songs over at IveTech Media.
Yay!
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Bass and Taylor from Great Bardfield. Go on, Bass and Taylor. Way. Stuart and Mike in the studio. Woo!
Yeah, we
fantastic. And to finish the night, Tony Fitzharris recorded over at IveTech Media. Thank you to all of our acts this evening. The FolkOclock team. I'm Joe McBurnie. Thank you very much. Raffle mistress.
You're Joe McBurnie.
I am, yeah. The lovely Lynne Reynolds, who did our raffle this evening. Music quiz from John Ive. I'm all sweaty, darling. Sorry. Slippery when wet. So, music quiz from John Ive. And of course, our wonderful...
Lottie.
And Lottie and Jane.
And
yes,
Jane.
yeah. John, Jane and Lottie. We've had a fabulous evening. Thank you all very, very much. We will be having a show in, August, September. And the drinks have been free all night.
And Friday night is Ballsbridge night.
Ballsbridge sessions this Friday evening. The drinks have been free all night. We've had a great evening. But before you go, please, and it's the ladies again. In fact, let me mention, I think we need to alternate boys and girls.
No, I don't.
You just want the girls?
Well, the boys are rubbish.
Well, no, because what I might do is I might look at the both videos and see if I can do a mashup.
Oh, hello.
I might do a mashup.
All right.
Right.
Girls.
Don't forget your empty glasses. See you next time.
Don't forget your empty glasses. Take your glasses to the bar. Don't forget your empty glasses. Take your glasses to the bar. Take your glasses. Take your glasses. Take your glasses to the bar.
The morning sun is blazing, colours fill the sky. What a day for lazing, to watch the world go by. Blackbirds singing sweetly in the trees, squirrels leave their cover, children's laughter floating in the breeze as they chase one another. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. The church of old Saint Theodore welcomes everyone. Father leads the singing, hymns for old and young. Lunchtime finds him at the railway bell, with his beer and ploughman's, different songs and different tales to tell from all the folks around him. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. Father Thames flows softly at the dimming of the day. He bears all our burdens, carries them away. The night is still, the air is smelling sweet from all the trees and flowers. All I hear is my heartbeat from nature's own sweet bower. Such a very peaceful place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very peaceful place to be,